Hey there. Welcome to my home and another edition of Line Showings with Marin. In this episode, we'll be discussing Inov8 TrailFly collection. Hello, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on Inov8's TrailFly collection of shoes, TrailFly family, whatever you want to call it. Because the TrailFly collection is one of the flagship collections in the Inov8 running collection. Too many collections there, but my words escape me. So before we jump into TrailFly specifics, I will quickly cover natural fit and natural motion, because anytime we're talking Inov8, we should be talking natural fit and natural motion. Natural fit and natural motion are two kind of keystone ideas that Inov8 uses when they're approaching how they design their shoes. Natural fit plays out as a wider fitting toe box, an anatomical shaped toe box, an anatomically shaped shoe all the way through. So you have that wider toe box, still hugs nicely through the arch and creates nice heel lockdown. And even with that wider toe box, you don't have a boxy fit all the way through the shoe. That wider toe box allows for the toes to splay properly, which is better for balance, better for overall foot health. I'm probably preaching to the converted already. As running shoe stores, you know this, so I will not run down the list of benefits of all the benefits of having the toes splay and be able to move correctly and naturally, which does lead into natural motion, which again is just the idea that your foot should control the shoe rather than the shoe control the foot. We don't have any hard plates in our shoes. The shoes are designed so that the foot can move naturally as intended, but with the protection of a really excellent shoe around it. So with that, we will move into TrailFly specifics. So one thing that is nice with how Inov8's laying out the line these days is they've got each collection in the running side of their shoe offering. Alright, one of the nice things with how Inov8's laying out their shoe line these days is on the running side, each of the collections is unified by lug depth. So in the TrailFly collection, all of the TrailFly shoes feature a 4mm lug depth. All of the 4mm lug depth insoles in the TrailFly collection feature the graphene outsole rubber. The graphene rubber is really great as far, the graphene rubber hits a really nice balance between grip and wear. It lasts a really, really long time and is extremely grippy, even given how long it lasts. It takes a lot of abuse. I have put a whole bunch of kilometers on the graphene soled shoes since I started with A1 and Inov8 last year, and I can definitely attest to how well they wear, especially as a heavier runner. As a 200-pound runner, I am harder on shoes than lighter runners. So wear is definitely something that I notice right away. So it's one thing that I've been kind of marveling at as I've started putting kilometers on a bunch of these shoes. All of the current TrailFly collection shoes feature the boomerang insole. The boomerang insole is a beaded, blasted insole. Provides a nice amount of cushion. It's a 6mm insole. It's perforated throughout, so it breathes and drains extremely well, which I can also attest to because I have definitely dunked my foot accidentally way too many times. And definitely always marveling at just how quickly they feel like a dry shoe after. So moving along, again, talking about that kind of natural fit idea and that kind of hugging through the arch. can see on the TrailFly collection, Inov8 has what they call the meta cage built up through that arch zone, so you get that really nice snug fit, nice heel lockdown, you know, a nice like comfortable bunch of extra support there. TrailFly also has you know, a pretty decent toe rend and toe protection. So good protection against roots, rocks, your own feet, you know, really whatever you encounter out there. And then they do have a flexible rock plate in their shoes. So again, I said no plates, but it is like a flexible nylon plate. So it still works with the idea of natural foot motion, but does provide some of that protection from sharp points that you may encounter on the trail. The TrailFly features Inov8's Power Flow foam, men's and women's here. The Power Flow EVA is good, again, like really abrasion resistant EVA. It would probably, like, feel-wise, maybe on a slightly firmer side as far as the trail shoe, but balanced with that boomerang insole, you still get a nice cushioned feeling shoe. And then the TrailFly Max and TrailFly Zero both have Inov8 Power Flow Plus EVA foam, which is their nitrogen-infused EVA. And the nitrogen-infused EVA gives a nice balance of cushion and responsiveness. I've been running on some of the Max shoes, and I can also attest to that extra cushion is really good for me with my busted lower body joints from skateboarding and snowboarding for too many years. But even with that extra cushion, they're still a nice responsive shoe. They're not sloppy feeling or too soft feeling. Yeah, I still get a really nice responsive run and feel out of that shoe, even though I'm going with something that's higher cushion for my old man joints. So jump back to the TrailFly Standard. The TrailFly Standard does have standard and wide fits available. The wide fit is, as it sounds, wider all the way through toe box to heel. The TrailFly Standard features a 6 mil drop and then an overall stack of 28 in the heel, 22 up front, and that plays out as 18 and 12 in the midsole, 4 mil lug, and 6 mil boomerang insole. The TrailFly Max, which I've got again, the men's and the ladies here. TrailFly Max, again, 6 mil drop, same as the standard on that stat. Overall stack is 34 in the heel, 28 up front. And again, that plays out as 24 and 18 in the midsole, 4 mil lug, 6 mil boomerang insole. And then the TrailFly Zero comes out at 0 drop, being the zero. And then that's a 22 and 22 as far as stack height, front and rear. And again, that plays out as 12 and 12 in the midsole, 4 mil lugs, 6 mils of insole. So yeah, that's like pretty much covers the gist of it, for the most of it for the current TrailFly collection. We've covered the graphene insoles, we've covered the natural fit, natural motion. You know, and I guess what I will, I should quickly rewind. TrailFly Max is standard fit. TrailFly Zero is a wide fit. Sorry, I had a note there for myself and it blew right past that. And then so kind of jumping back to wrapping it up on the TrailFly collection. TrailFly collection is a really great all-around trail shoe. It works well as a road to trail shoe, being not a crazy amount of lug. They feel fine if you hit the tarmac in between trail sections. And yeah, they check a lot of boxes for a really wide range of customers that will be coming into the store, especially having some of the wide and standard fits available, and that wider kind of natural anatomically shaped toe box. Once people start to wear anatomically toe box shoes, it becomes kind of difficult to go back to others, just because they do feel natural and comfortable and right once you have that correct fit. One thing to mention with Inov8 fits is I would say they run lengthwise a little bit on the tight side, so you might find customers going up half size to maybe even a full size depending on the shoe. And again, depending on the shoe and the stack and how that plays out with that individual's foot. So that is one thing to kind of keep in mind when you're fitting customers with Inov8 shoes. So I will wrap it up there. I would love if you have any questions. If I have blown past anything that I should have covered, please let me know. But for now, I will see you soon.